All right, let's start by chaining 11. Get our yarn on the hook. And chain 11. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and a single crochet back in each one for 10 stitches. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So right here in this, not the first hole that you just came out of, but the next one, single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one right here, 10. You're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and this time we're going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch. So this first stitch here is the one we're going to go into. So 2 single crochets in that. That's 1. Right back in that same hole to increase. That's 2. We're going to increase all the way down. So 2 in each stitch. This makes 3 and 4. 5 and 6. That's 7. And 8. 9. And 10. 11 and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And right here, this stitch is a little hard to see because it's on the end, but right in there. That's 19 and 20. Now chain and turn your work again. We're going to do 1 in each of the single crochets around this time. So that'll be, just keep the same stitch count, 20. So 1 in each one. That's 1. 2, 3. Right, I'm coming up on my last 2 stitches here. This is 19 and 20. So here's where we're going to change to the frosting color. So we are going to, no, let's do one more row. One more row. Chain and turn. One more row. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm coming up on my last couple of stitches here. So that's 18, 19, and 20. Now we are going to add our icing color. All right, so this should be coming up round 6 where we change to our icing color. Use this cute pink. Just grab some yarn. This is going to be our chain stitch here. We'll use that as our chain stitch. We're going to turn our work. Just catch our little pink bit there. We are going to do one in each stitch around. So that's one. I'm just catching that little tail just to sew it in so it stays less messy. 2, 3, keep going around to 20. Okay, coming up on the end again. So this is 18, 19, and 20. And it should look something like that. Okay, so we're going to chain and turn again. This time we're going to decrease in each one. So 2 together in each one, and just a regular single crochet decrease. So that's 1. We're going to go right back in the next one, yarn over again, pull through all 3. So that's a stitch count of 1. And this will be 2. 3. Okay, so in the next one, pull through, the next one, pull through all 3. That's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. All right, so here we're at the end. So this will be our first stitch, pull through, and this little one here on the end is the next one. Pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Then we're going to chain and turn again. Okay, so we're going to do one more row of 10, so 1 in each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so it should look like that. You can turn it either way you want, whatever way it looks neater. I like this way better. This sort of had some rough edges on the inside where I added some yarn. So I like that. And we'll get ready to sew it together. It's going to be cute. All right, so here we will just trim off this yarn, leaving enough to sew with. So about like that. Okay. Pull through. Now we're going to sew it together lengthwise. Just the 10 stitches in the middle. Just these 10 stitches. Okay, so we'll get our needle and we'll sort of do a whip stitch in each one, and I'll show you how that goes. All right, we're ready to sew our insides together here. So find the 10 inside stitches, okay, right there to right there. We're just going to sew those together. So you're going to go right back in that first chain, and I like to do just the top loop of that brown chain. Okay, pull through. Okay, and then the next stitch into the next brown chain. That's 2. That's 3. Right in here. That's 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one is 10. Okay, so we'll have a pink end to sew closed over here. When we sew the ends, we'll have a pink thread to sew this, and we'll have one of these two brown ones to sew the bottom edge, and the other one I'm just going to tuck in now while I have my needle out to get it out of the way. I'm just going to go right in here, gently take that through. And cut it off. Okay, now you should have something that looks like this. We're going to fill it from each end to the middle. So fill in this end with some stuffing, fill in this end with some stuffing. I like to use a pencil eraser to fill in something small like this. So we'll do that. Once you get it started, it's a little easier to work it in there. Okay, and sort of hold tight, then pull your pencil out, put a little more in, hold tight, and just work it in. You do not want to overstuff because then you'll be able to see your stuffing through there. Sort of smush it. And we'll add some sprinkles. So if you do see some stuffing through, it's okay. We'll add some sprinkles and it'll cover that up. All right, let's do this other side. All right. Okay, now it's time to sew together. So get your yarn needle again. We'll start with the pink. All right, we'll sew the pink to the pink. So right in there, right in that crack, is where we're going first. Right above where you whip stitched. Okay. Then right in this next one. Just those top loops, so you don't have a big ridge here. Okay, let's do one more. Right there to join those last two little stitches. You see that? Right in there. Okay, and I'm just going to go in here, come out of the hole, go right back in that same hole, and that stuffing will hold your end in your donut so it doesn't come out. And then just cut it off flush. Okay, same thing with the brown. Let's get it on our needle. All right, start here. Catch that first little loop there. Pull it together. Okay. I'm going to do one right here. And one right in here. I'm going to go down in this crack. See, there's a gap there you sort of have to sew into. So none of your stuffing comes out. think I'll do one more, just to pull it together a little bit. If you have a little lump, you can use your needle to plump it back up. Put a little too tight like I did. Okay, so same thing we did earlier, just bury that yarn into your donut. I'll go right back in that same stitch. And it gets good and tangled in that stuffing, keeps it from coming out. Trim it off flush. Okay, now you have a cute little frosted donut. Should look like that. All right, I like to put my little pinky in there to accentuate the hole. Okay, now we'll add some sprinkles. So just with some yarn scraps, I like to use bright colors. Okay, just go in anywhere and come out. These are totally random. So just let your imagination do the work for you. No rhyme or reason to sprinkles. So I'm going sideways. Okay. Go right back down where we started there. Okay, I'm going to trim that off. I'll use my needle to hide that little tuft. Okay. This one, going to go right back in that same hole. Just come out of the bottom. Same thing, just pull it a little bit, trim it off flush, and use your yarn needle to hide the edges. Okay, now let's add some blue. And you add your colors. I think I'll add blue and maybe some white. And we'll check back at the end. Okay, so I just finished with the last of the sprinkles, the white. I'm just tucking in all the edges I had there, making a little donut hole. And there we go. Cute. So those would be perfect for some toddler to play, you know, kitchen with, or they love to pretend to go to the store, go to the bakery, buy donuts, something soft, easy, good for small kids. You could make a whole dozen, have a little box. Thank you so much for doing this tutorial with us. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and hit like. Thank you so much.